know that he was my man. But I chose to let him go. So why do you reply like I care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't you forget I had first. Stop blaming me. He wasn't man enough of me. You don't know, now is the chance. I've already had your man. Just where he's been. And I'll be worried about him. That's finding out the truth. I think he's just a man for you.
Oh, where are the men? Where are the men? Because we know what his sisters are the lacking of it. Happy Saturday, y'all. Welcome here to this the Braxtons live. I can't even open all warm. I'm so bothered. I unfortunately waited last minute to watch this episode, and I just didn't know how bad it was going to be. Like, are you serious? Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to hit that like button, show us some love below in the chat, and let us know your thoughts on this family and their dynamic. Ashley, how are you feeling?
I am feeling amazing, ready to get into this episode, but I am so disappointed in these heifers. I couldn't be more disappointed. I feel like we're just further devolving into the chaos, honey. It's a mess. It's a mess. At your big age, this is what we're doing. But I do have one statement. I believe Tamar. I believe Tamar in this situation. I really do. But I know we're gonna get into it. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it because I'm very curious about your thoughts, Tyra. Very curious.
Let's get on over into these overall thoughts. Starting off, embarrassing. This was shameful. Now, I've seen some mess. You know, reality TV is going to reality TV. We expect more here for how old these ladies are and the fact that they are family. These ain't heifers off the street. This ain't Molly DeMay and Jocelyn. This ain't none of that. This is not that show. These are sisters, sisters, mothers, like aunties. I don't know. I was like, oh, y'all don't like each other. This is a whole different thing. It's one thing to have issues and need therapy. And like, no, the way that they are coming for each other, I'm really scared. I thought the niece and that whole situation was like the thing. No, that's just like the little cherry that was on top that pushed everything along to piss the other ladies off to cause this distance, and it's all Tamar's fault. No, I'm like, what the hell are we really going to get to in those 2 weeks in that sit down in that restaurant that is just really having to come at each other's throats? This was really sad. And we'll get to Tamar saying, you know, we're the longest lasting black family in reality TV. Like, shame. Shame. In this light. And you know they always get compared to them damn Kardashians. There's that in their kind of drama. This is totally different. This man right here, this mess right here is totally different. This was disturbing. It was embarrassing. I really hated to see that. Regardless of what happened in the rest of the episode, the initial first 3 minutes took me out. And I don't like that for these ladies. Actually, overall thoughts.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess and it was terrible. And I think that you're right. As far as the niece Ashley and her stuff, that was just, I think, impetus to actually everyone to reveal their true feelings about things. Because let's be honest, there's like a deep root of jealousy and contention in this sisterhood that is crazy as hell. I hate to be the one to say it, but it's very much giving Towanda mad Tamar got on the way that she did. I honestly feel like Towanda thinks she should have been the one to do something and build some sort of whatever. I don't think she thought it was going to be vocally, right? But I think she doesn't think Tamar deserves whatever acclaim and success that Tamar has gotten. In my opinion, the look on both her face and Trina's face when we see the altercation was very telling to me. Oh, y'all like this. Oh, this is fun for you. And you are stealing from her, Towanda. You're not going to make me think anything different. You stealing from you using her credit card, and she made the down payment on your house, and now y'all want to be nasty. I was thoroughly pissed off about everything. Like, again, even with mommy, okay, even with Mama Evelyn, who's there? You know what I mean? Who's right there? I just really feel like the gang up mentality, because y'all don't like your stuff being aired. Y'all don't like the truth coming out. Y'all don't want to talk real facts on the show, which makes no sense because y'all keep signing up for these checks, but then you wanna limit and censor the information that somebody brings out. This really pissed me off so bad. And then the fact that we're gonna go to blows and y'all
Well,
like
it's
it.
cool.
Y'all like it.
Snatching wigs. I think they snatched.
Girl,
I think I saw somebody snatch Trina wig off.
the look on Trina's face was like, yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay, y'all like this. This is what you thrive in. It pissed me off. They're too old, Tyra. They're too old. This is like bird behavior. What are we doing in our 50s and 60s acting like this? This is embarrassing and it's sad.
Girl, this is old school. My mom used to tell me like, "Oh, yeah, don't y'all be in here treating each other like hoes off the street." They treat each other like hoes off the street.
Worse.
But
Worse.
let's just start here. We don't stay in these moments for long, but they give you just enough to keep you holding on to why are we even here? Baby, throwing drinks and insults. She said, "Have you been to my house? You ain't been to my house because you don't know where I live, but I know where you do, Towanda, because put the down payment." I just couldn't breathe. Like, when you are presented with facts, we sit down here and there's just tension. You could just cut it with a knife, but they try and, pretend.
Mhm.
And everybody's here feeling some type of way and coming to justify why they feel some type of way and why they're not as active or present in each other's current lives. It's that same separation. It's
Mhm.
Towanda over there. It's Trina over there, and it's supposedly, Toni and Tamar, but I feel like Tawanda wants to pick at and get at Tamar and plant those seeds. So yeah, it's all of us against Tamar. This is sad. Maybe when she said all of that, and well, yeah, who relieved you of your duties in this, and how did you know? And well, when did you visit me, Tawanda? Well, how would I visit? Yeah, I know because you don't come to my house, you don't visit me, you don't spend any time with me. But I know exactly where you live because I put the down payment down for you. And I know you've been stealing, using my credit card. Didn't say nothing.
Mm-mm.
Didn't say you a lie. Who? What money?
No denial.
And Towanda looked justified. It gave, and I did.
Mhm.
And we didn't
Okay.
have anything to say to defend ourselves because Towanda got called to the carpet about, and what petty if you want to call it, but I can even be mad at Tamar, which is crazy. I can be mad at Tamar because if you gonna pull me outside, well, baby, call say a thing a thing. As far as support, baby, putting a down payment on a house and you using credit cards is something totally different. But we didn't like that, so we went for the lowest hanging fruit of all. True or not, we don't know. Yeah, so what have you stolen? Yeah, man, Tony's man, you slept with him. I was like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, the way that they are trying to agitate the situation, and Tamar is not one to be agitated because she's a firecracker and she's gonna pop off. Well, yeah, you slept with him. You the one slept with him. And when Tamar belted out that note, say, okay, everybody just get up and walk
And
away.
go.
And then we get up and we throwing, baby. Tamar's throwing drinks. I was like, girl, this is like a notch over to, you remember when like Basketball Wives was
I
lethal, or
know.
those
Shaking the
early,
table. Can't be
he
showing it.
shaking the table. A little Tammy, like, say it again. I dare you, say it again. It's over there, but y'all aren't that. You guys aren't separate entities. Y'all grew up in the same house together, come from the same coochie and the same daddy. I just can't stomach this that they will want to present this in the way. And it's just like, yeah, this is just reality TV. And we're still cool. We're still family. We're still sisters. These people don't like each other. And
You
I'm
don't.
sad for them. Ashley, how did you feel about this when everything escalated and baby, we got up? I know when Tawanda uttered, yeah, you slept with the man, baby. The way Trina went, yeah, get her.
Mhm.
Get
Yeah.
her. Get
She
her,
loved it.
Tawanda. Yeah. I said, oh, it hurt my soul. But go ahead.
Yeah, they hate her stinking guts. Nicole, you said they don't like Tamar. They hate Tamar. They hate her stinking guts for whatever reason. And it's so gross. Trina was getting her entire life when Towanda said that, baby. She was, yeah, Tamar, what do you have to say about that? And my thing is, Tamar is hell on wheels. She's not an innocent in my book. However, I think she's been the most truthful of any of these sisters about what really went on in their house growing up and what's really going on right now. The court documents don't lie, baby. It's public record. One of y'all heifers did this. Only one of you knows my address to even have this situation come on, and she's met with denial and resistance. That would piss me off too. If I'm bringing the paperwork showing you, y'all, which one of y'all sent me a cease and desist, and who sent you I don't know who sent you. Are you saying Are you saying Toni? Don't mess with the Toni Braxton. That pissed me off as well, because why are you talking about yourself in the third person? These are your sisters, living legend. Like, I get it, but like, this was not that. Towanda's nasty. Towanda and Trina are nasty. This was so gross to me. Especially your sister paid your down payment for your home. Meanwhile, you got a whole man, and I know you acquired that house since you've been with Unit. And the fact that you looking at her like, and to come off and say, and you slept with Tony's man, when was this, and why is it just now coming out? We known you hoes for 15 years. So why is it just now being discussed? Like, this ain't recent. I guarantee it.
They blurted it, right? Because when Tamar came back and she was like, well, he told me he slept with Towanda, and she was like, well, if we're going to do all of that, I think she said, like, I might as well have slept with Carrie. That's what set off Miss saying the Toni Braxton. I felt like she said Carrie.
Oh, well, say whoever you go. I knew it had to be somebody from the past, a blast from the past. But if this was the speculation and this was what was behind the scenes, have y'all been sharing ding-a-ling for a long time? Because it wasn't an issue back then. What makes it such an issue now? I think they were waiting for their right time to say this, to bring this out, like, oh, this will do it. She want to be funny and give Ashley a platform to drag me, whatever. So this is how we'll play this. Meanwhile, Towanda, these hoes left you for dead anyway. Ain't none of them showing up for you in your wedding. I don't know why Tamar would get the brunt of it. Outside of that damn wording on her wedding invitation is stupid as hell. It's everybody's a something of honor. That doesn't make any sense. That would confuse anybody. Yeah, everybody said, yeah, I was confused too. That was a little confusing. So everybody's a lady of honor. There's no distinction. Call the hoes bridesmaids. Like, what are we do? This was also dumb. It was also stupid. And outside of the fact that Mama E going through heart procedures, and this is what we're worried about, and this is what we're doing. It was aggravating. And like I said, Toni, what you gonna do, baby? I thought you couldn't even breathe hard. Like, what, you're gonna fight? Don't mess with a heavyweight. You're gonna fight? Okay.
That's what she said. Maybe she was rolling it into I'm the oldest.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I didn't feel it. What's making me mad is we just know majority of this is rooted in resentment and jealousy. It's just jealousy. I have never seen. Where's the Tony's always late? Where are those songs? Where the Diddy Bops?
We ain't got no
Where's the Ding-a-ling
of gold.
Where's the good times? Where is the good times? We were having more than enough good times when we were all just fellow doo-wop pop chicks. I have never seen so much Plex, but I feel like just a little piece, even though the niece, cherry on top, they want to stick together, you know, all of that good stuff, because that should have stayed in between us. You're giving her a platform, whatever. I feel like this is just jealousy because of who Tamar is. And then she did make a way and find her own way and foundation outside of just Toni Braxton's shadow.
Mhm.
You can't be mad at me if you didn't, you know, reach those levels or the bar chicks or none of that just really popped off in a major way as far as your ventures. And I had to come forward and put the down payment for the house. Girl,
And that's my thing. If you can't be mad if you're reaping the benefits of it. Like, how are you hating me because I did something with my life and you're reaping the benefits of it and you're still mad? And to go on to further say, I believe you were using her credit cards, the fact that she ain't put you up under the jail. To me, that's love. Cause you going the long way.
You remember when that incident happened and Towanda kind of went down for a little piece of fraud? Don't act like we're above it. Like, ma'am, that's why she didn't have anything to say. That's why we jumped to, well, you slept with Tony's man. Oh, okay, yeah. I still put that down payment down though, regardless. So what now? Currently, paying the girl offering you stability for your life while you over there with that man. Are you serious?
Crazy as hell with the unit. Go on somewhere now, Towanda.
Go in on that unit. But getting here, because I said they ain't waste no time. We didn't even have a conversation of Towanda, I have to go.
It
I
was,
gotta go see about Vaughn and this heart failure and this whole thing. They want to add a little lightness to the episode. I say y'all like to come through with the hallmark lightness in the marriage and the couple, and we're going through the health scares. So now we need to change lifestyles and be healthier and throw things out. It was almost sitcom like. You guys have issues way beyond this situation. But I don't even need to see your husband. But whatever. It's the Braxtons, so we're getting into everybody's life as well as Trina. And these poor eating habits just calling us to almost go to the upper room. She had to leave. I wasn't staying there. I was coming home to be by my man's side. And he's thinking, well, I didn't say anything or do anything while you were here because I was scared you wouldn't go in the first place. Eventually, we get on down to cleaning out all the undesirable, unhealthy things. And Vaughn is just going to have a tough time with that. But we have to buckle down because, baby, you almost died. But Ashley, how did you feel about this? We weren't surprised though that it wasn't like, oh, Trina went home and ain't say nothing. Yeah, she was going home.
yeah, Trina's very male centered. She's been that way since we've known her. Like, I yeah, we've always known she was the hot girl. She needed to get that itch scratched. She was gonna do it by any means necessary, and that's just always been Trina. The girl that's your husband. Go see about him. You know that there's been a lot of discussion about this marriage and his personality, and them, going live together, and him stepping in women business and doing all sorts of stuff. But no, it didn't surprise me to see her immediately go there because go see about him. Heart failure is a very serious condition. I hope and pray he's getting what he needs to. But again, this isn't a condition that happened overnight. So I'm just very curious about what kind of secrets we're keeping in the relationship. When he said, yeah, I waited till you were on the tarmac because I knew if you knew about this that you weren't gonna take your trip, but yet you decided to call her on said trip. You know what I mean? Like, what? It was very interesting, his approach to his health and all of those things. He had what they say 30 pounds of fluid around whatever. Godspeed to that man. He said he getting special donuts flown in from the place first class. Like,
Girl,
yeah, it's probably time to make some changes.
special
Everybody can
apple
make
fritters,
changes.
fritters flown
Yeah,
in from a special
yeah,
bakery. I
yeah.
it's the thing
Godspeed.
here. It was another domino effect of as well as when we got to Mama Evelyn, people not taking into account their health and taking it seriously enough to just get like heartfelt like that. Like you said, that didn't happen overnight, but it's just very cavalier. Well, I can't give up. I need these snacks. Do you want to live or not?
That's what I'm
Do you want
saying.
to
It's
live
like,
or
where's
not?
the urgency? Like, congestive heart failure is a big deal. Like, you already breathing hard. You in the massaging chair. Like,
If I would have drunk 3 beers and went to sleep, I wouldn't have woke up. Boy, throw that stuff away.
yeah, like don't drink. Like, I mean, if you really care about your wife, your own life, you would, make the necessary changes. And I mean, I hope they work it out. But Trina done pissed me off so bad, honestly, Tyra. I'm
Yeah,
struggling to really be too concerned about this
not the
situation.
time. Before we even got on here, the first thing I see, because I go search for my images, opening up my Instagram is Trina doubles down on standing behind ex-husband and the incidents that like you tripling down, like you still talking about it. Like, ma'am, ma'am, please. Lady, please. But getting on here. We have a little sit down with T.S. Madison and Tamar discusses getting that villain edit. So now before, I was young, I was doing the most. A lot of those things were deserved. But what I'm getting now, unfortunately, is courtesy of my own blood sisters, painting this narrative of me always being wrong, the hothead, the villain, and they ain't did nothing. Child, I believe her. I believe her. It's too many things not adding up, and it's been too long to just be resting and residing. Oh, it's just Tamar. It's the yeah, that her personality and those things, and more so the things that we would get in the Braxton family values, her being, the baby, being the brat, wanting the attention and wanting to be more than a doo-wop pop pop. This
Yeah.
this here is just something else. This is we're mad. You're not only giving our niece a platform, but you're platforming and discussing and just foreshadowing and displaying things that are mirroring whatever happened in our childhood in our home and while we may have issues in life, period, because of how we grew up, that goes way beyond daddy over there laying it low and spreading it wide. We had
Yeah.
problems within the home that you guys want to keep secret, and it's killing me. I want to share it and get these things off my chest. They have an
Amen.
issue with that, as well as her success. And we'll get to Toni, but Toni just wants to remain in the bag, unproblematic, and I'm the Toni Braxton. Just and it's just leaving her just out here to dry, and I hate that, and I just saw a post. She was like, "I really miss Tracy." Like you that alone, like I really miss Tracy, and of course T.S. Madison is just going on about them liking the drama. Like somebody said, y'all like drama. She's like, well, whoever you were talking to, they're clearly not a fan, and they don't know our family. Tamar, I was with you till you went over there. I was with you till you went over there. Whether you like the drama or not, and whether you are the longest running in comparison to something like the Kardashian, their drama and your drama and their platforms are completely different.
Hmm.
Their stature, unfortunately, and we know why, is totally different. And the way that you guys are being platformed here is something else. It's more than drama. It feels like things that you can't come back from after this goes off the air. It seems long lasting, especially with how old you guys are. If y'all don't like the drama, I don't know what it is. If you don't like it, you definitely don't mind being paid for it. Ashley?
Yeah, they don't mind a check, honey. They don't mind a check. And yeah, TS was talking about Craig over at the main podcast. Said, he don't like me. That's Tamar said, he don't like me. He never has. But I mean, to a certain extent, I think because they are in the public eye, there's always going to be a level of scrutiny. There's always going to be things kind of blown up bigger than what they actually are, especially with Tamar, her relationships. I know there was an unaliving scare. There was just that recent stuff with her and Funky Dineva. Like, it's always some stuff because and like I said, I'm not defending Tamar on the point of she has a personality, honey, and she's vocal and she's going to talk. But again, I really feel like this is the result of having to keep secrets when you were a child. You get old and you want to run your mouth and say whatever it is you want to say. I'll say now more than ever, I think they got away with painting Tamar a certain way and making her look crazy in Braxton Family Values. Now I feel like their slips are showing because this wasn't all. It's never been all Tamar. From how y'all are acting now, this isn't new. Y'all been mean girls in the family. Y'all have been mean girls, and I understand it when she says she missed Tracy because one bet for better or worse. I love Tracy down, but she was gonna tell the truth about the stuff. Like, no, y'all was wrong as hell. Y'all abandoned me. Y'all left me out, and I didn't feel wanted. We done seen it all. You fat. You probably need to lose some weight, Tracy. It was very giving the ugly stepsister is how they treated her. So I get her missing Tracy because Tracy was going to speak up and tell the truth. And I think that's their biggest issue with Tamar. Because you don't want to just keep it cute like we've been taught and raised to do. You always go overboard, Tamar. It's always something. You always feel like you need to open your mouth and say it. And hell, I do and will, as long as y'all keep acting this way. Like, it's ridiculous. But to your point, I don't think you come back from this. I don't think for this to be shown there's any level of sisterhood that remains. If the first series, what they said, it destroyed their sisterhood, this just decimated it. I don't think there's any rebuilding from this, barring an act of God. I think God is able to do anything. But the way that where they're at right now, the way their heart postures appear to one another, these are people that don't like each other. They can't stand each other. For me, they hate Tamar's stinking guts. So I don't see where, I mean, unless something happens to Mama Evelyn, but even then, I don't know
Yeah.
if that would bring them together. Tragedy clearly didn't in the past, so I don't know. I hate it though. It's very sad. It's sad to see.
Hey, the movie man, I agree. They definitely. I don't need this. There is a time to kind of bow out and change trajectory. And even with like the Erica and Tina and Tia Tamara, I don't even think it ever went this far. Like, this is awful. And we all know these relationships with certain ladies and sisters to be really tumultuous, but it's never been something shown to me to this level, because my whole thing is, if this is what you're willing to show on TV, what's really going on that we're not seeing? Because they had no problem. I'm sure you guys or whatever, once you sign whatever, it's just, but it's like, yeah, ship it. Whoever has something to say about it has something to say. I wouldn't want anybody to see this.
No,
Nobody.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. All money
Please.
ain't good money, child. All money ain't good money. But I guess well, Tawanda got a wedding to pay for. People got bills.
Child, oh Lord, because I'm getting married. Speaking, girl, this chocolate, lavender, and no sisters. Baby, what's the rush? If I have to hear in a scene, well, I'm getting married. Well, I don't know. Get what? Pass the salt. I'm getting married. Rightfully so to be excited and exuberant about it. But she's acting like she's on a time clock. Like a bottom's gonna fall out if she doesn't get everything rolling this second. The majority of this episode is focused on the coordinator. Like, so yeah, how many weeks? We got days. We got. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What is the rush to Wanda? All the omens in the world have happened at this point. Even I'll even say down to Mother Evelyn. Just the fractured state of your family, the fractured state of your face, your arms. Like, things are not looking well. We already had the incident. We're having these sit downs and we know it's going to lead up to. Baby, I don't want to end off this, but you get married to nobody. I think that this is time to recalibrate and revisit ourselves, make sure I'm okay, and our sisterhood, regardless of what that is. Agreeing to disagree, but not leaving it where it is, not trying on these ugly ass dresses down in the bridal shop. Like, what are we doing here? Well, girl, chocolate and lavender, ma'am, out of all things. But you okay, all right. But she looks out of it, and just the state of them sitting here, and Towanda is literally like grasping at the air like for straws and like, well, I really would love for all the family to be here and my sisters. This is a time for camaraderie. And I was there for all of y'all and nobody's there. And they're like, well, as long as he's there, that's all that matters. Cause it's all about you. Like, this is, yeah, it's a lot on my plate. I would love for somebody to lend a hand to go. I think Tawanda's resentment not only falls in, I guess, in a lack of success in a way that she would want to, which I'm sure would equal to some dividend. It's more so the fact that she spent so much time residing in the space of assisting, helping, pushing, doing, even I'm sure getting paid for that. But it's not in a way of this is some random person you don't know and you just work with them. This is your sister. So
Mhm.
now that we're here, she wants it back tenfold. And it's like, nobody forced you to do those things, to Wanda. If you wanted to step out and branch out on your own, the best thing that all of this, even if it's messy, all the way back to the Braxton family values, it's been a platform. The best you could ever do is be platform, give personality, have ideas, start businesses. Y'all know sponsors, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Baby, if you have not capitalized in a
On
way
any of
that's
that.
sufficient for you from way back when, Braxton Family Values, season 1, episode 1, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, but I can't be mad at the ladies for not showing up in a way that I felt like we were last episode, just watching that little sorry bachelorette party and all those people there that couldn't tell you who she liked, what her name was, nothing. They don't know. I wouldn't want to show up here either. If you're
Mhm.
going out of your way to make me feel unwanted as a sister, I can't guarantee that I'm going to show up here regardless. It's like she wants them to fight and prove something and like, okay, well now at least I know. Baby, speak up. Be general. Be be kind to yourself. All of you are really, really up there, and I just don't want to see this, and I don't want to see no more of these ugly dresses. Ashley,
I don't either, because that's a mess. That's a mess. But she always been strange in terms of fashions and stuff like that. So it doesn't surprise me. But I mean, if you lie on my pocketbook, I'm not showing up for you either, girl. Don't tell no lie like that. Don't ever in your lifetime do
well,
that.
we
And then
haven't gotten there, right? This
oh,
is
I don't know
before.
when it takes the flashback or flash forward or whatever. I don't know. But acting how you acting to me, I'm not either. You rescind my invitation, I'm probably not coming either. You plan your wedding on my birthday? That would probably make me feel away as well. Like it's a lot of
Wait,
passive
whose birthday?
aggressive.
Whose birthday is it?
Tamar's birthday. It's Tamar's birthday. That's why she said she's not gonna be there because it's her birthday. And I'm thinking, why would you plan your wedding on her birthday?
Tawanda's wedding is on Tamar's birthday.
Yes. You didn't hear it? They said it last episode. Tamar was like,
Where's
no,
the
it's on my birthday when she was trying to get one of the assistants or one of her guys to go with her. And he was like, I'm not going. And she's like, well, I'm not going. And she said, and I'm not going to the wedding because it's on my birthday. And I was thinking, why would you plan your wedding on her birthday. Like, her birthday's been her birthday her whole life. Why would you put your wedding on that day? I think there's just a lot of passive aggressive weirdness here. And as long as mommy and Trina was there, girl, you had some support. I'm struggling to give a damn about this. First of all, you got hit by a bus. I don't think that that's a good sign. I said it last week. I'll say it again. I would pray. I would go into my prayer closet, lay on the altar, and ask the Lord if this is what I really needed to be doing, because all the signs are saying, hell no, don't marry the unit. But if you want to, girl, like you said, if it's just about that, be there with your husband. And I agree. I see somebody in the comments talking about Brooke wasn't excited to see her
Well,
mama put on
none
dresses.
of them. I am so sorry, and
Yeah.
I don't like to speak on children. I don't like to go over there. But ever since the values, whether it's her children, Trina's children, damn near Tony's children, they always have a strange disposition to me.
Mhm.
It's always kind of off in a way that whenever we see them in whatever age they are at the time, it just feels off because we all, for the most part, especially many of us, regardless of their financial status and who they are and the notoriety, children are children, teens are
Yeah.
teens. From like the inception, their children have just been,
Different.
yeah. I think it's telling because it's generational. It's not just Towanda. It's not just Trina. It's all of them. I wasn't okay because I wasn't imagining it. I was like, maybe I'm just looking too far into it because maybe Brooke is camera shy. Maybe she, but it's just like if it's that, then
No,
don't
she
even
was
have it
unhappy
there.
to be there.
But she was just like that doing the bachelorette situation. It's just
Yeah, the
always
ropes course.
you know. Mhm. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was it, girl. I ain't got nothing to say about these people. And I don't know, but she didn't seem happy to be there either. And I would think, your baby girl would be excited to, if you're, see your mommy happy. But,
Yeah, they're asking. She's looking for input, and it's just they're always just kind of. I'm like, what is going on? Because you all are raised in different households. All of you have, completely different lives. Why are the children kind of off kilter? I don't know. I don't know. Please lead them down
girl,
the
I
line.
don't know. I don't know. It's very peculiar to me. It makes me really ask questions about how they were all reared initially by Mama Evelyn and they daddy. Cause there's this, like I said, there's this strong notion of what happens in this house stays in this house. Nobody said it, but that's the feeling that you get. And I know a lot of times that's perpetuated out of different traumas and secrets and things like that. And I'm just very curious because you can't help it, I think, if you don't get healing for stuff like that, but to perpetuate it in your own families when you start, having babies and doing all
I would
that. But
think so. And we have the one who never wants to be on camera, and you barely see Michael. But meanwhile, Michael's over there, and we see the state of his daughters and the children and what's occurring there. And it's just like, stop sweeping these things under the rug because it's hindering and hurting your family. It's coming down to them kids. Both of your daughters. Why? Like, maybe we gonna see. We're gonna see, but I'm glad it wasn't just me because I was like, baby girl don't seem like. I was like, well, I can remember watching back in the day, and I would see Tawanda's older baby, and they would just be kind of, are you okay? Well, let's get into Mother Evelyn. Disappointment all around. What you mean you told Logan? I didn't know. Like you knew what this was. This whole rhetoric of my business. What are you talking about, lady? I like to keep some stuff to myself. I ain't got to tell y'all everything. Man, girl, it laid up in that bed while she was worried about her lipstick and her wig being on correctly. I still look good, right? And you still look good. Hoochie coochie diva freak
you
mama.
still look
Girl,
good.
you almost died. You could have died. These are moments where you not only need your daughters to rally around you, but just in case, whatever, somebody needs to know and be there. And you didn't tell anybody because it's my business. I don't need y'all all up in everything. And was kind of, had a little attitude about it. Man, Evelyn told me everything I needed to know from the moment she opened her eyes. Didn't know where she was, what was going on, but we wanted to ask, is my wig on straight? Y'all make sure I look good, right? Is the cameras on? We still filming? Am I looking? Is my Shirley Temple on correctly? Let's not be concerned with that. I did appreciate the fact that they could all put their issues to the side and show up for her to check on her, all come down to the house. But Mama not gonna be here always. And even in the way that she's saying she's okay, I'm fine, ain't nothing. It's like, well, yeah, mommy's gonna put on that strong face and that strong front and act like things are cool and it's not. But for her to be in that kind of condition, also dealing with her heart and die and things that are happening, and she's already had a stroke. We need to know, mommy, to make sure you're okay. And you're sitting here in your pink robe, Zsa Zsa Gaborin, talking about is my wig on straight? What? We don't care about that, Ashley.
It gave Mama Lou. And when I saw this scene, because I rewatched it again today, and we do our Reasonable Doubt live on Friday nights. If you're not there, be there next week. But I was like, oh, she acting like Mama Lou. Okay, that's what we do. And we know when we talked about that, it was definitely giving manipulation. Because why wouldn't you? What if something happened? You wanted them to carry the guilt around their whole lives, like that they didn't know and they missed it, and the fact that you sat up there, and I don't want to call my elder a liar, but baby, you knew it was a procedure that was going to require observation. The doctor told you that. They gave you prep instructions. My mama had multiple stents, and you know what is about to happen. It's not super invasive like open heart surgery or anything, but it's still a procedure where they're going to have to watch and monitor you afterwards. And just like anytime you go under, there's an opportunity or a possibility of something bad happening, right? Like a bad outcome. So it was just selfish for me, for you not to tell at least one of your girls, and tell the rest of the girls, so y'all could be here if I need anything or whatever. I really hate when people do that. I really feel like it's some form of manipulation. Because why would you tell Logan? What is he gonna do with it? Because you wanted
Manipulate.
him to tell Tamar,
Wanted her
so
to
she
tell
could
Tamar.
rush at the last minute and see who was gonna put their
Yeah,
schedule on hold to show up for
yeah,
you.
exactly, exactly. That's all. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, well, I told Logan. It's just like let's see how much you really love me. In Evelyn's case, and I think people give elders too much credit. If nothing else happens, you get bored.
Yeah.
You feel like you're lacking in attention. You feel like you don't see your daughters. They're all, very, very grown, have their own separate lives, separate state, minding their own freaking business. And it's just like, oh well, Logan, Granny, Grammy got to go and get, yeah, but don't, it's not what how did you even say that to him? It was enough for him to feel like as a 12-year-old, I need to relay it to my mother because somebody needs to be there. You told a child. This was definitely some manipulation, and then just to get here and just be real cute with it, and I'm okay. Like I don't need y'all in my
I
business.
don't
Like
have to
I'm
tell y'all anything. I'm the mother. Really?
girl, girl. It was very Mama Lou Code, yo.
I said, okay,
I
Mama Lou.
I just hate that. I just hate that because you didn't look well here, and everybody's here, sweat ties, chilling with no makeup on, trying to come see about you, and you all, I'm gonna keep it a secret, girl. Austin say, grow up. Never mind. Can't no more growing happen after this, unfortunately, with Mother Evelyn. But let's get on over here to this one because I, you know what, I can't even just be disappointed if you want to say that. Take, maybe the show can't persist, and it's like if it's not all the Braxtons, it's nothing. Because Tony, why are you here? Why are you here? When the whole thing would shut down production, hey you guys, stop what you're doing. Yeah, Tony said we're gonna have to run this back tomorrow. It's the incident with Mother Evelyn. We need to go. I was looking down at the hospital. I was like, hey, there's Trina. Where's the Tony Braxton? Where all of the antics, even here when we open and she's talking about performing and it's the stage and it's the unproblematic worker bee narrative. This is all she's ever been since the very first episode. And I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with it. Huh? What are we supposed to do with it in the state of all the stuff that's going on with your family? You want to just be here in the capacity as the unproblematic one, the successful one who's always constantly working. We even went on down there to mommy's house just to say, well, I'm working on this. That's all she ever does and all she ever talks about. And just, I don't know, maybe it's just me as like the oldest or just the sister in me. I couldn't function if my siblings weren't okay. If things were just that bad to we're about to come to blows and I'm the oldest, oh, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do and how it's going to go because I can't do this. I don't like this. But it's definitely giving OG Toni. If these weren't my sisters, they wouldn't even be my friends. I wouldn't have nothing to do with them. And now that we're so far away from my sisters, it's just neither. And she's just here to do this, which also, gives promotion and let me talk about my latest thing dropping in. But it's literally offering nothing narratively to the show. I would like to see more of her. The only time we see anything is when she's flexing on how good she still looks and her voice still being great, which is lovely, very talented. But this isn't the time for that. We got other stuff that needs to go on. Ashley?
And then she's the heavyweight. Don't F with a heavyweight, Tamar.
Girl.
The Tony Braxton is a heavyweight. Um, Here's the thing: we've never gotten to know Tony. Tony
No.
is an enigma wrapped in a riddle, honey, hidden in a cave somewhere in a safe with a lock on it. I don't think she ever had the intention of coming on any reality show to be vulnerable or show herself. She said, "Y'all can use my name. Go ahead and do this little reality show so y'all can get a cute coin so you can come out of my pocket a little bit." You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not supporting the family. I think that was the initial, the Braxton family values. And I think now you're getting older and I think another stream of income is cool. But Tony's never going to give us more than the status quo. Because really, I didn't need to see your boom cat cat. Your boom cat. I didn't, like,
Okay.
girl, I didn't. Who cares? At this point, we know, okay? What we're concerned about is the health of the family. Other than, I think, being the breadwinner, putting her sisters on, making sure they were provided for, and taking care of her mama. I think it's like when you think about, those relationships where the men are like, well, if I provide, that shows my love. If I do X, Y, or Z, this shows my love. I think that's the approach Tony's taken with them. And I think she's sick of them. Honestly, at this point, I think she feels like I've given you the best that I got for all these years. I'm tired. Let me go and be with the Birdman over here. I don't want to deal with none of this. I don't want to deal with the
That's a show
drama.
in itself. That's a
Yeah,
whole
it
show.
really is. It really is. But no, I don't think she has any desire to bare her soul or show more of us or even really a vested interest in what happens with the sisters. I really just think she's over it. I do. I really feel like she's over the whole thing.
I don't want that. I don't want her bearing her soul like that or telling us the end scenes of her entire life. But even just reflecting on this is what's happening in the family and this is how I feel about it. She just doesn't talk about it. As soon as we get over there to Tony, it's the tour and the dates and oh I gotta do this and the rehearsals and the mic and the thing. And then we just kind of cut and leave. And meanwhile, when we get over there to Tracy, Tony, and Tamar, it's totally different things. I'm like, this is happening to you too, whether you like it or not. And regardless of how she feels about it, her name is on the line more than anybody else's. When
Mhm.
something happens with the family, even when it's Ashley and the niece, and even though it's connected to Tracy and Gabe, it's going to be Toni Braxton's niece.
Mhm.
Bop, 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 bop. And this is what you want in the forefront of your name and your legacy. This is a part of your name and your legacy. You don't get to be separate, even if you present yourself in this way. It's cute or whatever, but it's still that. So when we have all of the coming to blows and the things, especially since you didn't, grab your raggedy duffel bag and go, "Oh, I'm not doing this. Let me get out of here." Sisters or not, I'm not going to be a part of this. You guys are coming at each other. No, you getting up, talking about you a
Yeah.
heavyweight, and don't mess with these Toni Braxton. So you're a part of it. I don't know. I would think that you wouldn't want this to be a part of your, the Unbreak My Hearts, another sad love song legacy. I'm just saying.
But do you think she's secretly really just kind of down with the Trina Towanda program and now it's just kind of being seen? Like, because it was like you said, as soon as a man's name was mentioned, y'all can say everything else, but don't bring that man up in here, Tamar, because you don't F with me. And don't say I ain't never defended you. I'm not defending you right now, but I defended you 10 years ago. I don't know what set her off or did that, but I
They
still don't feel
Carrie.
like it's.
They bleeped it out, but I swear they said Carrie. No, well, they didn't say it initially. It was like Tony's man and this person, and you slept with him. And I swear they bleeped it out, but I felt like they said Carrie. And it's like, what?
Probably.
And that's I think that's what set her off. But
That's the one
after,
she's still paying alimony to, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only one she married, if
That's
I'm
what
not.
I'd be mad about. That's what I'd be punching the air about.
if we're getting into that, that is really a thing. You know, she talked about it for a brief second when she was having that imaginary meeting about a show and some productions and some scripts or some shit she's trying to write. Toni, please. But the whole worker thing, I'm like, this is a part of your legacy too. And you have one stronger than everybody. Tamar, all of them. You've been in the game the longest and set the stakes for your entire family to even be platformed in this way. And I feel like she should have enough say so to go, you know, I'm going to do this, but this, that, and that, I don't want to get into that with my family.
She's
Whatever we're doing
working this
behind.
hard for a reason, though, Tyra. The way she's still doing these shows, and she married to the bird. So I'm like, I was like, what was the point of marrying him if you can't take a break, if you can't take a vacation, if you can't make your own rules? Like, because who want to be working this hard? And I get doing like having a leisurely residency or something
I
in
told
Vegas where
you.
you perform once a week, do something like that.
She's of
But
the cut. She's of the cloth. She is over there. I mean, at least the best we can say about, you know, Mariah. Mariah gonna get a check every Christmas. Like
yeah,
our legends, our, you know, if you putting Toni next to anybody, I'm gonna put her next to Patty, put her over there with Stephanie, put her over there with Shaka, put her over there with Celine. These people are working until they are dead. All their life because they can't afford to. And we know that she is because she's fitting that same template of record deals, a lifestyle of whatever. It's not clicking like that no more. So the only thing I have left to do is just tour to make money and, you
that's
know, live
right.
my life. It's just touring. I think this is that. I think that's subsidizing her entire lifestyle. I should hope that at this point, because you know, I think she's filed for bankruptcy a couple of times, that it's not a thing of just debt and it's just, you know, doing a lifestyle thing. And hell, if it's that, baby, your boys are grown. I think they're like in school or out of school or whatever. Like, girls, downsize.
Tyra, that's sad though. To think you've worked your whole life and you still have to work to provide to live
They
in the
all
same.
do this though.
Where are
You
the
see
investments? Where are
Mary,
the
bro.
royalties?
You see
Like,
Mary be on that stage with the mic out. All I really want to sing with them boots. Oh,
I don't
I
understand.
really want to be
Part
a
of me is hoping it's for the love of it. Part of me is hoping like, oh, you just love it and it keeps you young and you just want to do that.
I
That's what
hope
I hope.
so. I hope so. I just am married to the bird. Married to the bird. I would hope so. And if not, you know, that's a tragedy because we want more for our legends. But unfortunately, that's the land before time story. It keeps happening and repeating itself every single time. But ending it off, we end off and we go back to the table after we have a sit with Trina and Tamar, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm drawing a line. It ain't a line in the sand. It's a line in the
Yeah,
cement,
in the concrete,
in
in
the
the
com-
cement.
in the cement, in the concrete. Like I won't be disrespected, and I'm not going to tolerate this, and I'm not gonna." I was like, "Thief." Who steals from their sisters? And I
Really.
can't even take that from Towanda because Towanda, I'm sure Towanda, if and when she did do these things, it was like, well, that was mine anyway. I deserve that after everything I done done for y'all. Like it's not stealing. I was given that. It was mine anyway. You owe me that. No, it's the way to go about things, ma'am. But we get into that conversation of ladies of honor. Cause it's like, well, you know, Towanda, how's the wedding plans going? How's everything there? It's like, well, yeah, they could be better, but I have all these duties and these things on my plate. Well, wouldn't that be the job of you know your matron of honor in this? Like, would it? Who relieved you of duties? When did I say that you couldn't and I didn't? You didn't make a general statement of this sister is X, Y, and Z, and this sister is that. You're not a person who doesn't have sisters. You have very prominent sisters, permanent ones who are all still here aside from Tracy. And all you had to do was assign. I think if she would have been honest with herself, baby, the Toni Braxton one, she was, I don't have time. I don't have time because I'm performing, I'm on the road even down to the dress fitting. She was like, "Yeah, Toni. Remember, Toni said she was gonna host my bridal shower. She ain't nowhere to be found. She couldn't even do that." Yeah, I think your sisters are going to show up for you in the best way they can, but they're going to show up even more if you guys are all in a good place. Why am I trying to show up? Especially since you didn't give me the duty, because it's like, well, damn, why are you equating us to everybody else? All of us, including your friends, all them 362 people you had down at the bachelorette function. We're all just ladies of honor. And somebody's supposed to jump into action and just do things because of everything that you've done before and you feel like you're deserving of it because you've never had a wedding. Understandable. But baby, my credit card, the cease and desist, all of this deep-seated resentment and the whole thing, the backlash with the niece and the Ashley and the platform and all of the back and forth, and I'm sure side conversations, but I'm just supposed to jump into action and get your wedding affairs in order and go, I'm gonna put my stuff to the side and use the same card that you stole money off of and swipe it to see if you someone, do you need anything? This is delusional. This is delusional. And we got up and got mad in the drink and the you slept with them all because y'all didn't show up for me as ladies of honor. Ashley,
Girl, this was a mess. You don't give a damn about your sisters for real. Like I said, it's cap. It gives very much performative because you got her under the impression it's one thing. You send out that weird ass invitation that says ladies of honor. Who does that? They're your bridesmaids. And then you have your, matron of honor, a maid of honor, junior brides, whatever you have, right? She was just trying to be funny, I feel like, because you got all them 38 friends who didn't know your middle name, don't know your favorite song, didn't know the book you had, don't know your favorite color, don't know where you went on your first day. They knew nothing about you. It was like, let me just show y'all I know somebody, I know some people to come on the show. It's very sad. But yeah, I mean, I agree. If you wanted them to do something, you communicate about everything else. You're supposed to be the planner, the organized sister in the group. If you wanted things to go a certain way, you would. I think she's just very passive aggressive. I think it's easier to change the plans and let Tamar find out. Or, yeah, I told the producer that. You just denied it. You just said the producer didn't say that. Tamar said and then of course the editors are petty, so they're gonna show the cut to Wanda where you said, "Well, I don't give a damn if any of them come." All right, the producer showed me that, so why would I make an effort to be there? It just gives very much throw a rock, hide your hands. I hate it. And also, I think things aren't coming together because they're not supposed to. I really think, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't. It gives all the red flags in the world. But no, I hated the way that Trina and Towanda moved. It honestly made me look at them in a different way. Like, I knew they were funny acting before in the initial show, but it was never to this extent. I never thought that they were at their core just nasty. This showed me something totally different. Totally different this
this shows
episode.
y'all talking down about Tamar bad behind her back.
Oh, real bad.
Real
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Real bad, I'm
Discuss
sure.
like seedy, but really bad conversations. Not
Gutter
about
bucket. Yeah.
gutter bucket. Like y'all don't like her. You want it. Like, oh, finally, someone is setting it off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, what? What is wrong with you? This is really really petty. Just like this ladies of honor situation, it felt like a situation of, well, I'm gonna throw this ladies and this general thing to kind of be spiteful and be petty with my sister because you haven't been here and been as active to be that important. So you're falling in with everybody else. But I'm also going to be upset that you're not showing up for me in a matronly, full formed way.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair to Wanda.
It's
It's
not.
not fair. Mm. Thank you so much, Rod, for the super chat. Toni can't stand her family 100%, but she can't say it for PR reasons. They all resent their mama, but scared of her.
Mm.
Lord, I don't know, like everything, baby. If you go, and I think we weren't paying as close attention, but if you go and watch some of those old moments of Evelyn trying to shut them down in discipline, like what? Something's. I don't know, Joe Jackson. I don't know. I don't know. But leaving that and getting into our final statement. That's just going to be our general statement.
Girl.
Actually, after this episode, will the
No.
ladies?
No. Like I said, barring an act of God at this point, and honestly, they might not even need to heal. They might, I mean, as far as each other, with each other, it might be best to let's just kiss and say goodbye because this is toxic. This is, and people hate the word toxic, but this dynamic, this back and forth, this today I love you, tomorrow I hate you, the next day I kind of like you a little bit, the next day I hate your stinking guts, and the next day we're going out to dinner and kikiing. Like, this is not, this is like an abuse cycle. It's very damaging. It's very hurtful to me. To even watch, like I said, unless they let the Lord intervene, Tyra, I don't see the healing this season for these ladies. I don't. It's awful, and I don't think they want to heal. That's the sad part. I don't think any of them are in position or have a desire to really make amends. I think they like being nasty and angry with each other. I think some of them like feeling like they have the upper hand or are in like right standing over the other sister. I think that air of superiority we saw on Trina and Tawanda's face about over Tamar, I think they like it. I do. I think they like it. Ugh. Yeah, we're better than you, Tamar. We know what you've done. Like, that's what it gives, definite mean girl. And baby Toni just don't give a damn. I don't think so.
But to hop up, and we're gonna hop up about a man. I just don't know. I feel like it's too fractured at this point to come back from, because they're showing this. I know it's a whole lot of stuff that we've never seen in incidents, and you don't just how do you just jump up and throw a drink on your sister? How do you jump up and snatch your sister's wig off? Because that's what I think. That's what I think happened. I'm not sure. It looked like we snatched off a wig. It looked like we came to blows. How?
It's terrible.
I don't think that this is the first time, and they've had so many incidents, and this is why we're here, and it's just really sad to see. I'm just concerned with, like, how are you guys going to even end off the season? Like,
Bad.
how we're going to end off with a therapist telling you guys some stuff that you already know, having to sit down because Mama Evelyn said, for God's sakes, you guys are sisters. We're going to sit down and read the Bible and sing hymns. I don't know. I don't know. Old daddy gonna come down and try to put, like, what are you guys gonna do to put a band-aid on this to make the public think that this is just that, this is just a part of being a Braxton sister, but we're all gonna come together for Tawanda's wedding? Where does this go? I don't know. I don't know, but this is nasty, and it's petty, and hitting sister against sister. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for some songs.
No, don't sound like we gonna get any.
I did. I signed up for God Put a Rainbow in the Sky. That's why I came on. But y'all, yeah, us singing on the steps. God Put a Rainbow in the Sky. Down in them Baltimore streets. To hell, y'all. That was the episode. Oh Lord, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let us know down below if we left anything out, or just how you felt about our commentary in general. Or do you think the sisters would heal? Is there any hope? They don't have to wrap this in a nice little bow and be perfect, but is there space for forgiveness? I don't know. Ashley, anything you want to share with people before we get out of here?
Don't forget, if you are a member, tonight is Tyra's Choice Blockbuster Movie Night, and we will be watching Drag Her to Hell or something like that. Something crazy I've never seen before. So be sure to show up for that. And then also, don't forget, tomorrow, Welcome to Derry, as well as the Talamasca premiere. And we will have doubleheader lives on Monday night where we'll be discussing both shows. So make sure you're there. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, drop a comment, and leave a like for us. It helps. Hype us up, hype me up. Hype us up.
Y'all come with the last hurrah super chats to Marcus. Thank you so much. What will y'all say is worse? Dry snitching or dry begging? DeMarcus! Ashley, this on your side.
What? What is dry snitching? What is the definition of dry snitching?
Like, you didn't even have to go and do that. Like, he was over there.
You just willingly, voluntarily
just. Like, nobody even asked you that.
Just to tell. I don't know. I don't like no begging at nobody. Don't beg. Don't beg. I'm probably gonna say dry begging somebody. I don't like that.
I'm gonna just say dry snitching to be divisive. But y'all have a wonderful night. We will see you guys for tonight, Blockbuster Movie Night, and see you for even more content in the following week. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you later.
Good night.
Don't you know that he was my man? But I chose to let him go. So why do you reply like I care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't you forget I had first.